Hello, good day everyone. So for this video, I will going to tackle my assigned topic, which is all about the law regulating accommodation establishment. So first, let's talk about the nature and description of the business. The business entities engaged in the operation of tourist accommodation establishment may be organized as proprietorship, which means owned and run by one person. Partnership consists of two or more owners, and corporation means group of people authorized to act as a single entity. Establishment that may organize by the three. We have hotel. It is a large building providing accommodation and often meals. Hotels are classified into the following categories. We have deluxe class or the 5-star hotel, first class or the 4-star hotel, standard class or 3-star hotel, and the economy class or the 2-star hotel. Classification of the hotels is based on a number of criteria such as location, bedroom facilities and furnishings, front office or reception service, recreational facilities, engineering maintenance, service and staff, general facilities such as garden, parking space and valet service, conference room, and banquet hotel. It is also a DOT accreditation travel agency, security, and medical clinic. Special facilities such as limousine service, business center, and airport or port transfer. We also have housekeeping standards and food and beverage service. Another establishment is motorist motel. All motels are required to keep motel registry books stating the motorist, full name, address, number, date, driver's license or passport. In addition, motel management is required to maintain a separate logbook for the plate number of the vehicles or car used by their customers coming and leaving the hotel. Note: no motel shall accept below 18 years old lodgers unless accompanied by the parents or guardian. Accreditation of accommodation establishments by the DOT. It is not mandatory in nature. It increases the marketability of an accommodation establishment because most of the tourists will rent or check in an accredited establishment and they will be satisfied of the services and what they are paying for. The validity of certification of accreditation. The certificate of accreditation shall be valid for a period of 1 year from the date of issue unless sooner revoked by the department. Grounds for cancellation. These following acts of offenses shall constitute sufficient grounds for the cancellation of accreditation: making any false declaration or statement or making use of such declaration or statement or any document containing the same or committing fraud or any act of misinterpretation for the purpose of obtaining the issuance of accreditation. Failure to comply with or contravene any of the conditions set forth in the certificate of accreditation. Failure to meet the standards and requirements for the operation of the establishments. Allowing or permitting the establishments of its facilities to be used for illegal, immoral, or illicit acts and non-violation of non-compliance with any of the provisions of the rules, promulgated orders, decisions, and circulars issued by the department and other concerned agencies. Responsibilities of accommodation establishments. They must exercise due diligence not only in the selection of its employees but also in serving the needs of the customers. Failure to do warrants the conclusion that the management has been remiss in complying with the obligations imposed under the law. In Article 1170 of the New Civil Code, those who in the performance of their obligations are guilty, negligence, are liable for the damages. In Article 2180 in paragraph 4, it states that it provides that the owners and managers of the establishment or enterprise are likewise responsible for the damages caused by their employees. In National Building Code of the Philippines, was adopted in view of the country's accelerating economic and physical development coupled with urbanization and population growth. Also, it contains up-to-date and modern technical knowledge on building design, construction, use, occupancy, and maintenance. In Section 104 in General Building Requirement, Number 1. All building or structure as well as accessory facilities shall conform in all aspects to the principles of safe construction and must be suited to the purpose for which they are assigned. Number 2. Buildings or structures intended to be used for the manufacture and production of any kind of article or product shall observe environment safeguards. Number 3. building or structures and all parts as well as facilities found shall be maintained in safe, sanitary, and good work condition. Next, let's tackle about the building permit. Section 301 or building permits. No person, firm, or corporation including any agency or instrumentality of the government shall erect, construct, alter, repair, move, convert, or demolish any building or structure or cause the same to be done without first obtaining a building permit, therefore, from the building official assigned in the place where the subject building is located or the work is to be done. The mentioned requirement, like the city provides, that no person shall construct any building without securing first a building permit that to be issued by the building official who is assigned to the place. In processing for the application, it must be satisfied or conforms with approved standard requirements, so building or any structures can only be occupied until the building official issued a certificate of occupancy. Section 105 or site requirements. The land or site which will be constructed by any building or structure shall be sanitary, hygienic, or safe. In case the sites intended for the use as a human habitation, the same shall be at a safe distance as determined by the competent authorities. Under Section 302 application of the permits, in order to obtain a building permit, the application shall file an application therefor in writing and on the prescribed form with the office of the building official. Every application shall provide at least the following information. 1. Description of the work to be covered with the permit applied for. 2. Description and ownership of the lot on which the proposed work is to be done, as evidence or copy of the contract or lease over the lot if applicant is not registered as owner. 3. Use of the occupancy for which the proposed work is intended. And 4. Estimated cost of the proposed work. General requirements of all buildings by the use of occupancy. Accommodation establishments shall consist of multiple dwelling units, including boarding houses, hotels, and apartments, or their similar that can accommodate more than 10 people. Section 704, Location and Property. 1. General. No building shall be constructed unless it has direct access to a public space, yard, or street on at least one side of it. 2. Fire resistance wall. Exterior walls shall have resistance and opening protection. General requirements of all buildings by use of occupancy, we have lights and ventilation. This refers to an assessment of natural light and allowance of circulation of fresh air. The next topic will be continued by my partner, Ms. Chin Bulahan. Thank you for listening.